And a pleasant good evening to everybody listening tonight. This is the second half of your doubleheader tonight between the Georgetown Lady Eagles and the Eastview Lady Patriots, the final game of the regular season for both of these squads. We thank you very much for tuning in to this doubleheader tonight. I'm Travis Banks. Joined alongside me working the camera and doing a little bit of production work is Nathan Height as usual. And we thank you for joining us for the final regular season edition of girls basketball on Tuesday nights here on SHN Sports, presented by Raphael Creek Whitetails. If you've been following the Georgetown Lady Eagles throughout this 2019 to 2020 basketball season, you know that the Georgetown Lady Eagles have remained undefeated in the calendar year 2020. Well, all but one game. That game, of course, being all the way back on January 17th against this very same Eastview Lady Patriots squad. In fact, it's Eastview Lady basketball's first victory ever over the Georgetown Lady Eagles, and it's something that has been quite, for lack of a better term, it's been a blemish on this season for the Georgetown Lady Eagles. They're looking to rectify that mistake tonight in their final home game of the season. Of course, Georgetown, ever since that loss back on January the 17th, it was a 46-42 victory for Eastview at Eastview High School just about a month ago. Of course, ever since then, Georgetown has just been on a roll in district play. Following that game, they defeated Bastrop by a score of 62-43, on the road at Elgin by a score of 42-26. Back home at Manor, they defeated Manor by a score of 73-36. Last Tuesday night, the final road game of the regular season, defeating Cedar Creek by a score of 69-24. And of course, this past Friday night, the penultimate game here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium, defeating Hutto by a score of 61-31. The Eastview Patriots, however, they're tied for first place in the district standings along with Georgetown. Of course, Eastview only one loss in the calendar year 2020 as well, however, that being in a non-district play. Ever since that win against Georgetown back on January the 17th, Eastview, they were taken to overtime by Manor on the road. They survived that game by a score of 60-56. They defeated Cedar Creek at home by a score of 56-25. Went on the road at Hutto back on January 28th. Won that game 49-27. The lone loss just about a week ago, about 10 days ago to be exact, at home against Cedar Ridge in non-district play. They lost that game by a score of 36-31. And, of course, over the last week, they won their final home game exactly 1 week ago today on February 4th against Bastrop by a score of 45-33. And last Friday night on the road against Elgin, Eastview won that game by a score of 52-26. Now, not only is this the big crosstown rivalry matchup, the Battle of the San Gabriels, we have come to term it here at SHN Sports, there's also pretty much everything on the line for both of these squads because they're both tied in district standings. Eastview comes into tonight's game with an overall record of 25-5, 10-1 in district play. Georgetown coming into tonight's game with a 25-8 overall record, and of course a 10-1 mark in district play as well. So the winner of this game wins first place in the district standings, and that's a make or break spot considering the playoffs are starting very, very soon, and that number 1 versus number 2 seed can make all the difference in a run. Now, of course, Eastview, they're only on a 2-game winning streak, having lost that game against Cedar Ridge about 10 days ago, but Georgetown on a 5-game winning streak. Coach Farney has her Lady Eagles playing as good of basketball as you can play at this time of year, and if you're familiar with the sport of basketball at all, it's always the teams that heat up at the end of the season that make a deep run in the playoffs, and that's exactly what Georgetown is looking to do this season. Of course, Georgetown, it's a team effort. The slogan for this season has been all for one and one for all. And boy, when you look at the stat line, it really shows, as the Georgetown Lady Eagles love to spread the ball around. It's always a different player having the highest score throughout the night, every other game. And it's just been a team matchup. The starting five has not played a lot over the last couple of games, as they'll start out games, get Georgetown off to a hot start, and then the bench players will come in to get some very valuable game experience as well. As we are just about a minute away from tip-off here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium for the Battle of the San Gabriel. Of course, the Eastview Patriots, a very powerful center that pretty much dominated the inside game back on January the 17th, the last time these two teams met on a basketball court. And we are just about set here. The clock has stopped and gone into the 8-minute mode, 8-minute countdown. We will take a brief pause for the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem here in just a moment. Here come the Eastview Patriots starting lineups. So there you have it, the starting lineups for both of these teams. Of course, as we've mentioned in the previous broadcast, the Georgetown starting lineup, they introduce every single member of the team, whether they're a starter or not, because it is all for one and one for all. And we will take a brief pause for the singing of the national anthem. fantastic rendition of the national anthem as always. We are just moments away from tip-off here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium. The big rematch for all the marbles. Winner takes all. Winner takes the district. The Battle of the San Gabriel. The Georgetown Lady Eagles playing host to the Eastview Lady Patriots. Again, we thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Tuesday Night Girls Basketball on SHN Sports, presented by Raphael Creek Whitetails. I'm Travis Banks, Nathan Height, working the camera and doing a little bit of production work this evening for us all here. And we thank you very much for choosing to spend your Tuesday night here with us. Georgetown looking to avenge a 46-42 loss from earlier this season, all the way back on January 17th at Eastview High School. The big return matchup. It's a packed house here at Georgetown, and we are underway here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium. Eastview winning the opening tip-off, and their offense will go to work first. They'll get the first shot at blood here, and they'll get their first opportunity to take the first points of the game here as their offense is set in motion. They're taking a quick jumper, no good, but Eastview able to get their own offensive rebound, and some great offense by Eastview here. And now going up for the jumper, it is blocked by Mackenzie Mouton, and McCall Hampton getting the rebound. Great defense by Georgetown. That was Leathers missing the jumper there. And now Georgetown will go to work offensively. Here's Kylie Sander passing to Kylie Ellsworth inside to Mackenzie Mouton, who nearly falls out of bounds. Referee blows a whistle, and they are calling that a foul. They're calling that a shove on Eastview Smith, number 20, the point guard. Haley Smith, that is. So this will be Gracie Harris inbounding, the first team foul for Eastview, as aggressive defense nearly trips up a referee over on the bench. No whistle blown. Georgetown gets control of the ball, however. Kylie Ellsworth, she'll check the ball to Gracie Harris. Mistakes almost made by Georgetown's offense. We're a minute into this game. Scoreless here as the ball sails out of bounds. A bad pass by Georgetown. Last touch by Eastview, so it'll be Georgetown ball. We'll inbound it right here. Gracie Harris needs to get the ball away, and she does to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton nearly loses control of the ball. She's able to get it back before the ball goes out of bounds right outside the Eastview bench. Passes to Gracie Harris, and now Gracie Harris retreating almost to the half-court line and trying to get Georgetown's offense set in motion now. Gracie Harris trying to avoid her defender. She passes off to Kylie Sander. Kylie Sander tries to set up a screen. Not much going on that screen. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Georgetown has to be very careful as Kylie Ellsworth nearly has the ball tipped away by Eastview's Daniel. And now Gracie Harris driving inside the paint. It is up and in for two. Gracie Harris scores the first points of the game. Georgetown takes a 2-0 lead over Eastview. And a great steal by Mackenzie Mouton. But Eastview's Workman able to get the ball back. So great defense by both squads as Georgetown takes a 2-0 lead as we have 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. A pass inside by Eastview and back to the three-point line. This is Brown getting a look here, and now a pass to Leathers. Leathers can't do anything with it. She passes inside to Haley Smith. Haley Smith, her inbound pass is stolen away by McCall Hampton. And now McCall Hampton has the ball stolen away by Workman. The referee is going to rule a jump ball, I believe. No. It's going to be Georgetown ball. Yes, it is a jump ball. The possession arrow favors Georgetown, so it'll be Georgetown ball. No foul on that play as Eastview comes out with a very aggressive full-court press. Gracie Harris trying to avoid it now. She avoids Workman. Now Gracie Harris driving inside on her own, double covered. She's going to be fouled, misses the shot, and Gracie Harris will go to the line to shoot two. Peyton Leathers called for the foul for Eastview. Her first personal, second team foul for Eastview. Gracie Harris sinks her first free throw. It'll be 3-0 Georgetown. And Gracie Harris will have one more free throw attempt pending here. Shot is up. and does not fall, so it'll remain 3-0 Georgetown. Here's Kylie Sander with a great steal as Eastview tries to inbound the ball, but Workman doing all the work, man. And she steals that ball away from Kylie Sander. Now it's Eastview ball. 5:16 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Georgetown leads it 3-0. This is going to be Brown taking a three-point jumper that is good for Eastview and ties the ball game up at 3 apiece. Mary Brown with a great three-point jumper as we are under the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Georgetown slowing the tempo down just a little bit as they go back on offense. Here's Kylie Ellsworth taking a pass inside to Mackenzie Mouton. It slips out of Mouton's hands, and Eastview takes it away. This is Haley Smith now driving inside in transition. Haley Smith fouled. The shot does not fall, so we should see Haley Smith going to the line to shoot 2. And being called for the foul on Georgetown is Kylie Ellsworth, her first personal, the first team foul for the Lady Eagles tonight. This is Mary Brown shooting 2. Her first free throw does not fall, as Lauren Woodard subs into the game for Mackenzie Mouton. Mary Brown has one more free throw attempt for Eastview and a chance to take the lead. And Mary Brown will take the lead by 1 point. Eastview's first lead of the evening, 4-3, 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. The Battle of the San Gabriel. Winner takes the district. Gracie Harris driving inside. She tries to bounce inside to Lauren Woodard. The ball is knocked out of bounds by an Eastview player. I believe that was Workman. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Georgetown ball. As Gracie Harris inbounds it to Lauren Woodard. Passes back to Harris. Harris will take a three-point jumper that is good. Georgetown retakes the lead. It's 6-4 Georgetown. 4:22 and counting to go here in the first. Eastview goes back to work on offense. Taking a quick jumper and airballing. That was Daniel. But Workman gets the offensive rebound. And now a three-point shot is taken by Haley Smith. And Haley Smith is fouled as she attempted that three-point shot. That foul is on Kylie Sander, her first personal of the night. And it evens us up at 2 team fouls apiece. This will be Haley Smith at the free throw line. She misses her first free throw shot. She's got 2 remaining, as she was fouled on a three-point play, so she has a chance to tie this ball game up. Smith's second free throw is good. She's pending one more. New score, Georgetown 6, Eastview 5, as Georgetown will make, or Eastview will make a substitution, subbing in Williams for Williams. And Haley Smith's second free throw is good, so it ties this ball game up at 6 apiece. And now Georgetown about halfway through this first quarter now. Kylie Sander passing to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton being closely guarded, and McCall Hampton is going to be fouled as she attempts a layup. That foul will be on Peyton Leathers. Peyton Leathers' second foul of the night. I'm sorry, that is a non-shooting foul. So Georgetown will be inbounding the ball. And a high pass taken by McCall Hampton near the three-point line. McCall Hampton trying to drive inside, but is being boxed out by this Patriots defense. Here's going to be Gracie Harris for a three-point jumper. No good. Lauren Woodard nearly gets the defensive rebound. And the referee rules that Lauren Woodard is the last player to touch the ball. So it will be a turnover for Georgetown, Eastview ball. Mackenzie Mouton subs back in for Lauren Woodard. Meanwhile, for Eastview, Daniel subs back in, and Daniel's going to take this ball in transition now. He's going to stop and pass the ball around. Here's Workman passing to Mary Brown, and Mary Brown passing inside. A jump shot is going to be taken. No good. Mackenzie Mouton getting the rebound, and Mackenzie Mouton falls to the court. This is going to be a foul called on Eastview. Called on Williams, the shot guard. Her first personal, 4th team foul for Eastview. So it'll be Georgetown ball as Gracie Harris sets the offense in motion. Kylie Sander trying to confuse this defense now. Getting a look at three-point land. Passes to Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris can't quite get inside the paint, but here's Kylie Ellsworth driving up and in. Kylie Ellsworth for 2 from inside the paint. Kylie Ellsworth slicing and dicing this Eastview defense as Georgetown retakes an 8-6 lead. And now quick passing by Eastview. Shot is no good for Daniel. And the ball stolen away. This foul is going to be on Workman. I'm sorry, Mackenzie Mouton. Mackenzie Mouton and Workman sharing the same number. It'll be Eastview ball, and here's Workman going inside. Referee blows a whistle. A foul on the inbound there on Mackenzie Mouton again. So Mackenzie Mouton's second personal foul in 2 plays ties us up at 14 fouls apiece in this very, very ignited rivalry. Great steal by McCall Hampton now on a long pass from one side of the three-point line to the other. And now Georgetown leading 8-6 with 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Trying to get their offense in motion. But this ferocious Lady Patriots defense is closely guarding this Georgetown offense. Reminder, both of these teams come into tonight's game at 10-1 in district play. Winner of this game will win the district title. Gracie Harris passes inside to Kylie Ellsworth. Kylie Ellsworth scores again for 2. A great assist. And Kylie Ellsworth gets the bucket in for 2. And now a sloppy pass leads to a turnover for Eastview. It's Georgetown ball. This is Gracie Harris now. Going back to work. Kylie Ellsworth for 3. No good. Just barely bounces off the rim. And Eastview will be called for a foul. I'm sorry, that is Georgetown being called on the foul. Nia Williams. It will be Eastview ball. Clock temporarily stops with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Eagles lead it 10-6. High pass to Workman. And now all alone. Oh, a great steal by Gracie Harris. The Patriots took a gamble with these long passes, and it did not pay off. Georgetown with another steal, but Gracie Harris nearly losing control of the ball as she's being closely guarded by Williams. And a great steal by Mary Brown. And now here's Williams in transition. Williams, surprised she wasn't called for a foul, to be honest with you there. But here's Workman for 3 as Eastview gets their own offensive rebounds. Mary Brown tries to get the ball. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mary Brown. It'll be Georgetown ball. An Eastview turnover. And this Eastview student section is not happy about that at all. A packed house right underneath your camera is nothing but Eastview fans, along with the Sun City Boosters. Sloppy ball handling by Georgetown leads to a turnover. It'll be Eastview ball now. Here's Bullard getting a look here, setting the offense in motion. Williams driving inside the paint. Her shot is up, no good, but Williams gets her own rebound. Has the ball knocked away, and Kylie Sander takes it. Georgetown ball. Georgetown now with some quick passes. Here's Kylie Ellsworth slicing and dicing and driving. Shot does not fall, but Kylie Ellsworth is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is called on Workman. Workman's first personal foul of the night, 15 foul for the Lady Patriots. Kylie Ellsworth, her first free throw shot does not fall. Bounced like it wanted to go in, but ultimately did not fall. Kylie Ellsworth will have one more as Jackie Spencer subs into the game for Gracie Harris, and Lauren Woodard subs in for McCall Hampton. I'm sorry, there's a change of plans. Lauren Woodard will sub in for Mackenzie Mouton. McCall Hampton a little confused on that play. She thought she was going out. She was not. Ellsworth's second free throw shot is good. Georgetown takes a 5-point lead, 11-6 with a minute to go here in the first. Quick pass to Mary Brown of Eastview, and a pass now. This shot bounces off the glass. That is Daniel with a quick 2-point jumper. And now Georgetown has 45 seconds to work with, leading 11-8. Kylie Sander has the ball knocked away by Bullard, but the referee blows a whistle. I believe this is going to be a contact foul, possibly on Bullard. We'll keep it right here. It will be Georgetown ball. That is indeed a foul going to be called on Bullard. The sixth team foul for Eastview tonight in this first half. One away from the bonus for each squad. Georgetown only has 5 team fouls. Eastview has 6. Kylie Ellsworth tries to get a jumper up and gets her own rebound. Misses the shot. Quick pass to Jackie Spencer. Jackie Spencer has the ball stolen away by Mary Brown, and Mary Brown, like a bulldog, Kylie Sander able to get the ball, gets a quick jumper off. Kylie Sander for 2. Her jumper falls. New score, Georgetown 13, Eastview 8. They've got 5 seconds and counting to work with. Eastview can't get a shot off. They got to shoot it from half court. Mary Brown gets pretty close. Ultimately an air ball. But wow, what a game we have. At the end of one in the Battle of the San Gabriel, Georgetown takes a 13-8 lead over Eastview. Again, we want to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in to the final regular season edition of Tuesday Night Girls Basketball on SHN Sports, presented by Raphael Creek Whitetails. I'm Travis Banks alongside Nathan Height, working the camera and doing production work tonight. And again, this broadcast sponsored by our friends over at Raphael Creek Whitetails. Raphael Creek Whitetails breeds top quality whitetail and axis game in the Texas Hill Country. For more information, you can visit them at raphaelcreek.com. Raphael Creek Whitetails is a proud supporter of Georgetown Lady Eagle basketball here on SHN Sports. Again, that's Raphael Creek Whitetails at raphaelcreek.com. raphaelcreek.com. That's Raphael Creek Whitetails at raphaelcreek.com. As we have hit the end of this transition period between the first and the second quarter, Georgetown leads it 13-8. And if you remember that first matchup between these two teams back on January the 17th, it really was a back-and-forth matchup. Georgetown blew a lead. Eastview blew another lead. Eastview ultimately took a double-digit lead. Georgetown attempted to make the comeback, but ultimately fell short by a score of 46-42 as Eastview will take possession to start the second quarter off, as a jump shot is no good, and McCall Hampton will get the defensive rebound. Missing that jumper was Corley, as Jackie Spencer gets a look, pass to Kylie Ellsworth. A quick pass to Gracie Harris, who's wide open for 3. Gracie Harris's three-point shot falls. Georgetown takes a 16-8 lead over their hated rival. Peyton Leathers now with a jumper. A little too much sauce on that steak. It falls incomplete, bounces off the glass, and Kylie Ellsworth gets the rebound. Now Kylie Ellsworth in transition. Can't quite get her jumper to fall. It bounces off of the rim, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Last touch by Lauren Woodard, so it will be Eastview ball. And Georgetown coming with a full court press defense, currently getting a look. And now this is Haley Smith. Haley Smith being closely guarded. Pass to Mary Brown. Inside to Peyton Leathers. Peyton Leathers' jumper bounces off the rim and into the hands of Lauren Woodard. But Lauren Woodard has to avoid this Eastview defense. Eastview decides to back off for now. And McCall Hampton wide open in the paint. Her layup no good. She's going to be fighting for the ball with Mary Brown. It's going to be ruled a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Georgetown, so we'll keep it right here. 16 fouls for Eastview, 5 team fouls for Georgetown. As McCall Hampton will sub out of the game, Nia Williams comes in. Gracie Harris inbounds to Jackie Spencer, and Harris will take another three-point shot of her own. No good. Nia Williams tries to get the rebound, but she can't. Corley gets her hands on it. It'll be Eastview ball. She passes to Haley Smith. Haley Smith crosses half court, being closely guarded by Jackie Spencer. They set up a screen, does Eastview. Haley Smith passes to Leathers. Leathers passes now, and no good on the jumper. That was Daniel missing the jump shot. And this is going to be a foul called on Peyton Leathers. A non-shooting foul, but this is Eastview's 7th team foul. So we'll have a 1-and-1 situation here. Eastview faithful below us, not very happy with that call. So this will be Nia Williams shooting the 1-and-1. Georgetown leads at 16-8, 6:17 to go here in the first. Williams, first free throw shot is up and in. New score, Georgetown 17, Eastview 8, pending Nia Williams' second free throw attempt in the second part of this 1-and-1. Williams, it's up, it's in, it's good. Georgetown takes a 10-point lead, 18-8 here. Just a little over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Kylie Ellsworth with some great defense, knocking the ball out of bounds. It will remain Eastview ball, however, but Georgetown coming with this full court press. They pass all the way down to Daniel. Daniel from the three-point line. She tries to drive, nearly loses the ball, but passes to Workman. Workman for three. It bounces off the glass into the rim. What a great shot by Workman for three. New score, Georgetown 18, Eastview 11. 5:57 to go here in the first half. Here's Jackie Spencer now passing to Kylie Ellsworth at the three-point line. She passes to Gracie Harris at the three-point line as well. Gracie Harris will back up and look towards her bench for instruction from Coach Farney. Gracie Harris passes to Kylie Ellsworth now. Ellsworth back to Harris. Still at the three-point line. They're trying to get something set in motion. Gracie Harris. There's a foul on Georgetown that results in a turnover. I'm sorry, that foul on Nia Williams. 16 foul for the Lady Eagles, and one more, and Eastview will be in the bonus, as Nia Williams will go to the bench. Kylie Sander and McCall Hampton check back into the game. 5:28 and counting to go here in the first quarter. The first half, I should say. The Battle of the San Gabriel, winner of this game takes the district title. Eastview looking to sweep the season series for the first time in history against Georgetown. As Eastview passes around, a three-point jumper is good. This is Williams. Williams making the three-point jumper for Eastview. All of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. 4-point Georgetown lead. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Lauren Woodard. It will be a turnover for Georgetown, Eastview ball. Clock stops with 4:58 to go here in the second. Pass to Workman, and now a pass to Daniel, all alone. She passes inside the paint, but the referee blows a whistle and calls a travel. This travel is going to be on the center, Williams. As it'll be Georgetown ball. And now Georgetown passing along. McCall Hampton all alone inside the paint. A pass. Great job. McCall Hampton scoring two. Gracie Harris gets the assist on that play. A great job by Georgetown's offense. And setting up a screen pass. And it's going to work. Referee blows a whistle and stops. Yeah, they're going to call Kylie Ellsworth for a charge. It was a great job by Daniel getting both of her feet planted on the ground and then falling to the court. This is the 7th team foul for Georgetown, so this will be Daniel shooting the 1-and-1. Her first shot is good. New score, Georgetown 20, Eastview 15. Daniel will have one more shot at this 1-and-1. That is Kylie Ellsworth's second personal foul. And Daniel's free throw, no good. Georgetown gets the rebound. And Georgetown will go to work offensively yet again. Gracie Harris slowing the tempo down just a bit. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. About 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go as Lauren Woodard's pass bounces off of Gracie Harris's foot and into the hands of Haley Smith. But Gracie Harris able to steal the ball away from Haley Smith. She passes to McCall Hampton inside the paint all alone. McCall Hampton for two. 22-15 Georgetown. But now Eastview all alone now is Daniel. Daniel gets the quick jumper for two. Elizabeth Daniel getting the quick jumper, just Eastview utilizing those long, deep court passes to get quick points in transition. 5-point lead for Georgetown, 22-17. 3:30 to go and counting here in the first half. Gracie Harris trying to get something going. She passes to Lauren Woodard. Lauren Woodard from the free throw line, no good. Her ball bounces off of the rim, and an Eastview player hits the ground, hits the court. That is Elizabeth Daniel. This is going to be a foul called on Lauren Woodard, her first personal of the ball game. 18 foul for Georgetown, so Elizabeth Daniel will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Daniel's first free throw attempt, no good, but Workman gets the rebound. Workman fouled as she attempts a shot. So Workman will go to the line to shoot 2. This foul is called on Lauren Woodard, her second. 19th foul for Georgetown. This will be Workman going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Her first shot falls. Cuts the deficit to 4 as Nia Williams subs in for Lauren Woodard. Workman will have 1 free throw shot remaining. Chance to cut this deficit to 3. Workman cuts it to 3. New score, Georgetown 22, Eastview 19. 3:20 to go here in the first half. Gracie Harris crosses half court. She slows down, setting Georgetown's offense in motion. Kylie Sander will get control of the ball now, heading to the three-point line. She passes to Gracie Harris, but the Lady Eagles are being boxed out by this 3-2 zone defense of the Eastview Patriots. And now Gracie Harris slicing and dicing the defense. Her shot does not fall, bounces off the rim, but Nia Williams gets the rebound. She passes to Kylie Ellsworth, who passes to Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris tries to slice and dice, ends up backing off. Heads back towards half court to reset this Georgetown offense. 2:34 and counted to go here in the first half. Georgetown leads at 22-19. Pass to Kylie Sander. Pass to Gracie Harris. Inside to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton's shot does not fall. Goes over the rim. Bounces off the glass over the rim. And Mary Brown gets the rebound for Eastview. Now pass to Haley Smith. Haley Smith crosses half court. Pass to Mary Brown now at the three-point line. And a pass now to Williams. Williams at the three-point line. Drives inside. Up and in for 2. Georgetown only leads it by 1 now. 22-21. That was Williams on the drive. A great layup. Gracie Harris now. Pass to McCall Hampton. Pass to Nia Williams. Pass inside to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton, oh no, she can't get her shot to fall, but she gets her own rebound, and a second chance opportunity is good. It's another 3-point lead for Georgetown. 24-21 now. 1:35 to go here in the first half. You know Eastview would like nothing more than to retake the lead just before halftime. They've led once in this ball game, but it's been mostly Georgetown. Here's Haley Smith, slicing and dicing for 2. Haley Smith making it look easy while Georgetown kind of caught standing around. And now 1:15 to go here in the first half. A steal by Haley Smith. Haley Smith all alone in transition. Haley Smith, her layup no good, but Williams gets the rebound. Williams puts it in, and Eastview retakes the lead, 25-24. 60 seconds to go here in the first half. Georgetown trailing for the first time in some time now. McCall Hampton gets a look. Pass to Kylie Ellsworth around the three-point line. Ellsworth for 3! No good, bounces off the rim, but McCall Hampton gets the rebound. McCall Hampton trying to get something going. 42 seconds left. Pass to Kylie Sander. Tries to pass inside to Nia Williams. The ball bounces off of Nia Williams' fingertips. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover Georgetown. Eastview ball with 38.59 seconds to go here in the first half. Eastview leading 25-24. Nia Williams will head to the bench. Lauren Woodard will check back in. And now Eastview inbounds the ball. They find Workman. Workman loses control of the ball. Nearly knocked away, and it is. Kylie Ellsworth picks it up. 31 seconds to go here. Ellsworth driving, and before she can get her shot off, she's called for a foul. That is going to be called, I'm sorry. The foul is going to be called on Workman. So Kylie Ellsworth will shoot a 1-and-1. Her first free throw shot is good. It ties this game up at 25 all. Clock is stopped with 29.4 seconds to go. Kylie Ellsworth has a chance to retake the lead here on the second half of the 1-and-1. Her shot is up, and it is in, so Georgetown retakes the lead. It's 26-25. Lady Patriots have about 29 seconds to work with. And now a deep inbound pass to Workman. It's knocked away by Gracie Harris. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris, so we'll keep it right here. Eastview ball. Workman will be inbounding the ball for Eastview. And Workman passes to Mary Brown. Mary Brown has the ball stolen away by Lauren Woodard, but they're going to be fighting over it. This should be a jump ball. It is. The possession arrow favors Eastview, so we will keep it right here. Clock stops with 20.96 seconds remaining in this first half. Georgetown leads at 26-25. Both sides of this packed house are extremely happy, want their team to win this district title. As Mary Brown has the ball stolen away after it is inbounded by Kylie Ellsworth. Kylie Ellsworth now. The Lady Eagles have 13 seconds and counting to work with. Kylie Sander trying to spin around. She passes to Gracie Harris, pass to Ellsworth. Ellsworth passes to Sander, who nearly loses control of the ball, but ends up getting it back. And Kylie Ellsworth went for three, had the ball knocked out of her hands from the corner of the court. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be turnover, no. Last touch by Eastview, so Georgetown will inbound it, but they only have 0.46 seconds to work with. This will be Gracie Harris inbounding all the way across the court. And McCall Hampton gets a shot off. Three-point shot does not fall. And that will do it for the first half. Eastview comes back from a big deficit, a 10-point deficit at one point. Georgetown led 18-8. And at halftime, Georgetown leads it 26-25. However, Eastview will not go away. They did take a one-point lead momentarily there in the last minute of this first half. But Georgetown, off of the back of Kylie Ellsworth and her two free throws, able to retake the lead into the locker room, 26-25. Again, the Battle of the San Gabriel, a rematch from January 17th. Eastview won that game. The very first Eastview girls victory over the Georgetown Lady Eagles in basketball. Georgetown looking to avenge that loss, their only loss here in the calendar year of 2020. And that'll about do it for us here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium for this first half. We'll take a brief pause for halftime. We've got 9 minutes until the tip-off of the second half, so we will see you right after this. It should be an exciting second half. The Battle of the San Gabriel, winner take all. Winner takes the district title. We'll be right back after this. We're back here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium, just about a minute away from tip-off of the second half. The Battle of the San Gabriel, the Georgetown Lady Eagles playing host to their crosstown rival, the Eastview Lady Patriots, in a rematch from January 17th, where not only did Eastview defeat Georgetown for the first time ever in the history of these two programs, but this game has a little more meaning because not only is Georgetown looking to avenge that loss, the winner of this game will move to 11-1 in district standings. The loser will fall to 10-2. That means that the winner of this game will win the district title and get that all-important number 1 seed in the upcoming state championship playoff. Again, we welcome you back here to Georgetown High School Gymnasium here for Tuesday night girls basketball on SHN Sports, presented by Raphael Creek Whitetails. I'm Travis Banks, joined alongside Nathan Height, who is working the camera tonight and helping out with production work as well. The second half of a doubleheader, where earlier tonight you saw the Georgetown boys defeat the Eastview boys by a score of 78-48. Dominating 30-point win there for the Georgetown boys. As Georgetown, the girls, look to continue their 5-game winning streak. They have not lost since January 17th, back at Eastview High School against this very same Eastview squad. As Georgetown's first offensive series, pass around, Kylie Ellsworth for 3 from wide open from 3-point lane. No good. McCall Hanson able to get the rebound, so we'll keep it right here. Georgetown leads 26-25. Took a 1-point lead into the locker room. Kylie Sander with a great jumper that is good. That's a 3-point jumper for Kylie Sander, and it starts off the scoring for the Lady Eagles in a great way in this second half. 7:21 to go here in the third quarter. Peyton Leathers now takes a jumper, no good, rolls off the rim, and Mary Brown saves it from going out of bounds, and her pass is knocked into the hands of Gracie Harris. So Eastview unable to take advantage of their first offensive opportunity. They turn the ball right over to Georgetown after a couple of missed shots. Kylie Ellsworth now gets a look. She's tripped up, and she sends the ball right into the hands of Workman. Workman passes to Haley Smith, and Haley Smith crosses half court now. Eastview trails 29-25. Workman nearly has the ball stolen away. She tries to knock it away from Gracie Harris. Ends up knocking it into Gracie Harris. And the ball rolls out of bounds after hitting Harris, so it will be Eastview ball. We'll keep it right here. Haley Smith looking to inbound. She inbounds it to Peyton Leathers. And Leathers sets up a screen with Smith. Smith passes to Workman around the 3-point line. A pass to Williams. Now Williams driving inside the paint. Williams, first shot no good. Bounces off of the glass. Kylie Ellsworth gets the rebound. Quick pass to Kylie Sander to McCall Hampton inside the paint. Workman steals the ball away and passes to Mary Brown. Mary Brown in transition using her speed. She has one girl to beat. Mary Brown goes for the layup. No good, but Mary Brown is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Mary Brown was fouled by Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris's first personal foul of the evening, and this will be the first team foul for Georgetown in this second half. This will be Mary Brown going to the line to shoot 2. Mary Brown airballs the first free throw. A little too short. Georgetown makes a substitution, sending Jackie Spencer into the game for Kylie Sander, as Mary Brown looks to take her second free throw shot. This time, she makes it. It's good. So Eastview cuts the deficit to 3. New score, Georgetown 29, Eastview 26. 6:13 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Gracie Harris looks to set up the Georgetown offense. She passes to Spencer. Passes to Ellsworth. Back inside to Spencer. Spencer will take a jump shot that bounces off the edge of the basket. Referee blows a whistle, blows the play dead. And Spencer was fouled on that play. Fouled by Workman. And Spencer, her first free throw shot is good. It'll be 30-26 Georgetown lead, pending Spencer's second free throw. And as Spencer takes the shot. She misses, but the referee blows a whistle. There's a lane violation, so Spencer will be re-shooting. Lane violation on Eastview. Jackie Spencer, second free throw shot, no good. Mackenzie Mouton knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for Georgetown, and it'll be Eastview ball. But Georgetown's going to come with this full court press. Haley Smith inbounds it to Mary Brown, and Mary Brown in trouble, being double covered by Mackenzie Mouton and Kylie Ellsworth. She's able to break free, pass the ball to Workman. Workman passes back to Haley Smith. Haley Smith now passes to Mary Brown. Mary Brown shoots for three. It's good. New score, Georgetown 30, Eastview 29, following that Eastview three-point bucket by Mary Brown. Now Eastview, or I should say Georgetown, upping the tempo now. Jackie Smith is in a possessive battle with Workman. And they're going to rule it a turnover for Georgetown. Eastview ball. No foul. But they're going to call traveling on Georgetown. And sloppy pass nearly ends the possession for Eastview. Williams gets a shot, but it's called for traveling. Inside the paint, Williams was looking for a foul. She will not get it. The referee instead calls Williams for traveling. The referee blows this play dead before it could even begin. There will be a substitution for Georgetown. Jackie Spencer comes off the court onto the bench. Kylie Sander will check back into the game. Gracie Harris on the other side of the court will inbound to Kylie Ellsworth. Gracie Harris crosses half court. Harris now at the three-point line. Pass to Sanders. Sanders sits out the screen. Her pass is knocked away and into the hands of Workman for Eastview. 5:10 to go here. Georgetown leads at 30-29 in the third quarter. Pass to Williams now at the three-point line. Williams looking for something. She passes to Leathers. Back to Williams. Williams inside the paint. Williams bucket up and in for two. Eastview retakes the lead, 31-30. 4:52 and counted to go here in the third quarter. Eastview has a 1-point lead, and Coach Farney is not happy over on the court. On the bench, she will call the first timeout of this ball game and talk things over with her team. She's not happy with Eastview retaking the lead. As we will keep it right here. Again, a packed house here at Georgetown High School Gymnasium for the big rematch, the second matchup between these two teams, the Battle of the San Gabriel this season. Eastview winning the first matchup back on January the 17th by a score of 46-42 in a really hotly contested matchup that saw Eastview take a double-digit lead at one point, and Georgetown's comeback bid falling a bit short. They lost that ball game 46-42. As the Georgetown cheerleaders entertain this capacity crowd with some cartwheels and backflips. Meanwhile, the Eastview student section's keeping themselves entertained. To the bottom right of us. Again, underneath this camera, if you're watching here on SHNSports.com, we've got the section reserved for the Sun City Boosters. Everyone else in the bleachers wearing red. And a shout out to those of you listening on the new HIP radio network as well, as McCall Hampton tries to shot. Does not fall. Mackenzie Mouton gets the rebound. Her shot does not fall either, but Mackenzie Mouton is fouled on the play by Workman. This will be Workman's fourth personal foul in this ball game. Only the second team foul this half for Eastview, as Mouton's first free throw attempt, no good. Workman will head to the bench as she is in deep, deep foul trouble. We shouldn't be seeing her until the fourth quarter. Mouton, her second free throw shot, ties the game up, though, at 31 apiece. 4:37 and counting to go here in the third quarter now. Ball game tied at 31 all. Here's Bullard getting out now for Eastview at the three-point line. She passes to Haley Smith. Haley Smith passes back to Bullard. Bullard to Williams. Williams all alone for three. Williams shot no good. Jackie Spencer gets the rebound for Georgetown. Pass to McCall Hampton, who passes back to Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris crosses half court now, setting the Georgetown offense up. This is Kylie Sander. Pass to Spencer. Pass to Harris. Harris trying to avoid Haley Smith. She passes to Kylie Sander. Pass back to Harris. Harris will stop. McCall Hampton comes back to help out Harris. Harris pass to Sander. Sander pass to Harris. Harris back to Sander. Sander driving inside the paint. Her layup no good, but McCall Hampton gets the rebound. McCall Hampton tries a second opportunity shot. No good. And this is going to be a foul on McCall Hampton on Bullard. A non-shooting foul, but it will result in a turnover. McCall Hampton's first personal foul of the evening, second team foul of the half for Georgetown. Both teams have 2 team fouls each here in this third quarter. Eastview now will go to work. A great interception of a pass by Kylie Ellsworth, and now Ellsworth in transition. The ball is knocked away by Williams, knocked out of bounds. But boy, Williams might have prevented a Georgetown quick and easy 2 points in transition. It will be Georgetown ball. Gracie Harris will inbound. From underneath the basket. Pass to Mackenzie Mouton. Mouton to Harris. Harris at the three-point line now. 3:24 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Ball game tied at 31 apiece. Winner of this ball game wins the district title. Ellsworth now getting a look at the three-point line. She gets it away to Harris after being closely guarded by Williams. Here's Harris now. Setting up a screen with Kylie Ellsworth. Pass to Ellsworth. Ellsworth in a screen with McCall Hampton. Ball is knocked away and knocked out of bounds. We'll keep it right here. Williams tried to save the ball from going out of bounds, but she was the last player to touch it. So we'll keep it right here. Haley Smith will go back to the bench for Eastview, and Mary Brown will come back onto the court. Gracie Harris inbounding to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton puts it up. No good. Knocked out of bounds off of the foot of Peyton Leathers. And we'll keep it right here as Georgetown will get another opportunity to inbound the ball and get a quick 2 points. And she'll inbound it to Ellsworth. Ellsworth to Harris. Back to Ellsworth. Back to Harris at the three-point line. Eastview doing a great job with this 3-2 zone defense now. Pass to Sander is passed back to Harris, and now Ellsworth getting a look. Ellsworth has a shot blocked and tripped away. That is Elizabeth Daniel. Elizabeth Daniel is tripped on the play. This will be a foul called on Kylie Ellsworth. A shoving call on Ellsworth. Ellsworth's third personal foul of the ball game. Third team foul for Georgetown, and now Eastview will get a chance to take the lead. We're tied at 31 all. 2:27 to go and counting here in the third quarter. Ball knocked away by Mackenzie Mouton, and Mary Brown tried to save it. Both teams signaling that the other team was the last team to touch the ball, but the referees rule it was last touched by Mackenzie Mouton, so Eastview will be inbounding the ball from underneath their own rim. And pass inside to Peyton Leathers. Leathers looking to avoid this Georgetown defense. She gets it away to Bullard, but it's a high pass. Bullard can't quite contain the ball. It's knocked out of bounds at about the half court, and it'll be a turnover for Eastview. Georgetown ball. Clock momentarily stops with 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Ball game tied at 31 apiece. A low-scoring third quarter for both of these teams. 6 points for Eastview, 5 for Georgetown. Winner of this game wins the district title. Everything on the line, including pride and rivalry smack talk for another year. Here for three, it's Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris with a great three-point jumper that sinks and gives Georgetown a 34-31 lead. 97 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and this is Elizabeth Daniel taking a jumper, no good, a little short, bounces off the rim. Peyton Leathers fighting for the rebound, and she steps out of bounds while trying to get the ball back. It will be a turnover, Eastview, Georgetown ball. As they'll send all the players to the other side of the court. Georgetown will get another shot on offense as Gracie Harris crosses half court. She's got 80 seconds to work with here before the end of the third quarter. Pass to Sander, pass to Hampton at the three-point line. Jackie Spencer gets a look now. Pass back to Harris. Harris pass to Sander. Sander drives inside by the free throw line. Ball is knocked away by Peyton Leathers, and Gracie Harris has to run to retrieve the ball before a half-court violation can be called. And Coach Farney is going to call her second timeout of this third quarter. She is very unhappy with her team right now and their lack of offensive movement, so she'll be talking things over. Clock is stopped with exactly 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Georgetown takes a 34-31 lead, and they're looking to expand upon that. But Coach Farney needs to draw up a new play before that can happen. Meanwhile, Eastview will talk things over on their bench. Again, a capacity crowd here for the second matchup this season of the Battle of the San Gabriel. The second doubleheader this season. Again, the boys teams played each other earlier tonight. That game resulting in a 78-48 Georgetown victory over the Eastview boys. Georgetown riding into tonight's game on a 5-game winning streak. Again, their last loss was to this very same Eastview squad on the road at Eastview High School back on January 17th. Back out of this timeout now. Gracie Harris will be inbounding it from the side of the court. She passes to McCall Hampton, who passes back to Harris. And now Harris will set the Georgetown offense up in motion. But Harris is being closely guarded by her Eastview defender. She passes to Ellsworth, who passes to Hampton. And Ellsworth tries to get a shot going. Oh, a backhand layup gives Georgetown a 36-31 lead. All because of Kylie Ellsworth. A great job by Ellsworth. And now Eastview in transition now. Haley Smith getting a look. She'll pass the ball around. This is Jones getting a look now. And Elizabeth Daniel takes a three-point jumper that is no good. A little too much sauce on the stick. Gracie Harris in transition now. Harris is fouled as she attempts a layup. That foul will be called on Jones of Eastview. Her first personal foul that has made Jones. And they're calling it a shooting foul. So the third team foul for Eastview tonight. This will be Gracie Harris going to the line to shoot 2 and a chance to extend this 5-point Georgetown lead. Harris sinks her first free throw shot. 37-31 Georgetown. Harris has one more free throw shot now. As we'll take a brief pause so we can clean up a spot on the court. A little drip of sweat, a bead of sweat. You don't want to slip on that if you're a basketball player, I'll tell you that much. Harris, second free throw attempt. No good, bounces in and out of the rim. So it'll be 37-31 Georgetown now. 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Eastview looking to maintain some momentum. Peyton Leathers will take a jumper from the arc. No good. And Georgetown gets the rebound with 2 seconds left. Half-court jumper by Gracie Harris does not fall. So that'll do it for the third quarter. Relatively low-scoring third quarter for both these teams. Georgetown able to score 11 points, while Eastview only manages to score 6. That'll do it for the third. We've got 8 more minutes of action left. Who will win this ball game? Who will win the district title? We'll find out in just 8 short minutes. And while we transition from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, we want to take this opportunity to remind you that this broadcast is sponsored by Raphael Creek Whitetails. Raphael Creek Whitetails breeds top quality whitetail and axis game in the Texas Hill Country. For more information, you can visit them at raphaelcreek.com. Raphael Creek Whitetails is a proud supporter of Georgetown Lady Eagle basketball here on SHN Sports. Again, that's Raphael Creek Whitetails, raphaelcreek.com, Raphael Creek Whitetails, raphaelcreek.com. Again, we want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for tuning into tonight's broadcast of Tuesday Night Girls Basketball on SHN Sports, presented by Raphael Creek Whitetails. I am Travis Banks, alongside Nathan Height, working the camera for us this evening and doing some production work. We thank you very much for tuning in, not only tonight, but to all of the broadcasts throughout this season, whether they were called by myself or Rob Hipp. we thank you very much for supporting Georgetown High School athletics. Start of the fourth quarter now, and Georgetown will inbound the ball as Eastview won the opening tip-off, and Harris has the ball stolen away by Haley Smith. It'll be ruled jump ball. The possession arrow favors Eastview. So Georgetown starts this fourth quarter off with a turnover. They lead it 37-31, does Georgetown, looking to avenge a 46-42 loss from back on January 17th. The first loss to this Eastview program in Georgetown program history. Inside pass to Peyton Leathers. Peyton Leathers can't get the jumper off, and it's stolen away by Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris now speeding up in transition, trying to up the tempo. And now she'll slow down, coming to a complete stop. Harris now, get back in control, trying to set up a screen. Pass to Ellsworth. Ellsworth, pass to Sander. Sander from the three-point line. No. She'll continue to run around, and she passes back to Ellsworth. Kylie Ellsworth trying to set up a screen. Great 3-2 zone defense by the Eastview Lady Patriots. And now Sander will try to drive inside. She passes to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton takes the jumper. No good. Bounces off the rim. But she fights for her own rebound. And Eastview gets it. Peyton Leathers. She passes to Haley Smith. And now Haley Smith in transition. No good. Over the rim. And Kylie Ellsworth gets the rebound for Georgetown now. Georgetown leads 37-31. Pass to Kylie Sander. Now Kylie Sander sets up shop at the three-point line. 6:28 and counting to go here in the ball game. Georgetown will slow the tempo down momentarily with a 6-point lead. Pass to Harris. Harris at the three-point line. She passes back to Ellsworth. Ellsworth sending Kylie Sander in motion. Ellsworth passes inside to Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris nearly has the ball knocked away, and the referee will blow this play dead. That is going to be a foul call. That is called on Eastview's Elizabeth Daniel, a non-shooting foul. So Gracie Harris will be inbounding it from underneath the rim, underneath the Georgetown rim. 6:02 to go here in the ball game. Deep inbound taken by Kylie Ellsworth. She passes to Gracie Harris. Harris passes to Sander. And Harris now slowing this tempo down. Georgetown in no hurry to take a shot and give this ball back to Eastview. Big screen leads to a Kylie Sander three-point shot. No good. Workman gets the rebound. Workman with 4 personal fouls back in the ball game for the first time since the third quarter, early in the third quarter. Mary Brown passes to Peyton Leathers inside the paint and pass to Haley Smith. Haley Smith for 3. It's up and in. Haley Smith gets the three-point jumper, and now Eastview trails by 3. It's 37-34 Georgetown. 5:17 to go in the ball game. Winner of this game wins the district. And now Kylie Ellsworth will take a three-point shot. It does not fall. She put a little too much sauce on the steak. And Eastview, as they cross half court, will call a timeout. Haley Smith got the offensive rebound there. And this will be a timeout here, about a minute timeout. Clock momentarily stops with 5:02 to go here in the ball game. Eastview, this is their first timeout of this entire ball game, actually. They trail 37-34. 4 team fouls for Eastview. One of their best players, Workman, is in foul trouble with 4 personal fouls. Meanwhile, on the Georgetown side, Kylie Ellsworth has 3 personal fouls. Only 3 team fouls this half for the Lady Eagles. After both of these teams gave out several fouls in this first half. Both teams going into the bonus. No team going into the double bonus, however. Then Georgetown looking to avenge a 46-42 loss. Their lone blemish in the calendar year of 2020. Both of these teams have pretty much dominated district play, however, and are very deserving of the top 2 seeds in district. Eastview will be inbounding the ball to Haley Smith. Haley Smith at half court now. Under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. She'll pass to Mary Brown. Mary Brown being closely guarded by Gracie Harris. She passes to Peyton Leathers. Leathers back to Smith. Smith now trying to drive inside the paint. No good. Passes to Peyton Leathers. Peyton Leathers attempts a layup. No good, but Peyton Leathers is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is called on Mackenzie Mouton. Mackenzie Mouton's 3rd personal foul of the ball game. 4th team foul for the Lady Eagles, and Peyton Leathers will be shooting 2. Her first free throw shot up and in. Cuts the Eastview deficit to 2. New score, Georgetown 37, Eastview 35, pending Peyton Leathers' second free throw shot. Jackie Spencer will come back to the bench. Kylie Sander will come back onto the court for Georgetown. Peyton Leathers' second free throw shot, no good, so it will remain a 2-point ball game. Georgetown 37, Eastview 35, 4:32 and counting to go here in the ball game. In transition, Georgetown getting their offense set up at the 3-point line. Kylie Sander now driving on a screen. Pass to Ellsworth. Ellsworth takes a jumper. No good. Bounces in and out of the rim. And this will be Elizabeth Daniel getting the ball. She'll be fighting over it with Mackenzie Mouton and McCall Hampton. Referee rules jump ball. Possession arrow favors Georgetown, so we will keep it right here. Clock will stop momentarily with 4:16 to go in the ball game. Georgetown leading 37-35. No substitutions for either squad. Actually, scratch that. Elizabeth Daniel will go to the bench, and Williams will check back onto the court for Eastview. No substitutions for Georgetown. Gracie Harris will be inbounding. She inbounds it deep to Kylie Ellsworth near the 3-point line. And now Ellsworth, pass back to Harris at the 3. Ellsworth has a lane. No good. She passes to Mackenzie Mouton, though. Mackenzie Mouton, her jumper inside the paint, up and in for 2. Kylie Ellsworth, I should say, with a great assist. Georgetown leads 39-35 now, just under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Halfway through the 4th quarter. Mary Brown now for Eastview at the 3-point line. She's trying to slide around this Georgetown defense. Workman now, all alone for 3. She'll take a jumper. No good, but Leathers gets the rebound. Leathers fouled and one. Leathers makes the layup, and she'll go to the line for this and one play. The foul on Georgetown is on McCall Hampton, her second personal foul of the night, 5th team foul of the half for Georgetown. So 2 more fouls for the Lady Eagles, and the Eastview Patriots will be in the bonus. The and one is no good, so your score will remain Georgetown 39, Eastview 37. And now 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Gracie Harris setting up the Georgetown motion now. Georgetown slowing the tempo down quite a bit. They're in no rush to give Eastview the ball back. Winner of this game wins the district. Gracie Harris now slowing the tempo down, awaiting instruction from the bench and Coach Farney. Harris doing nothing, just bouncing the ball, daring Eastview to come after her. This Eastview faithful is not happy as we are under 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. Eastview faithful not happy with Gracie Harris riding out this clock. A reminder, no shot clock in high school basketball here in Texas. Harris is just standing at the Georgetown logo, bouncing the ball. And now she'll try a play, pass to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton being double covered, and McCall Hampton passes back to Harris. 2:35 and counting to go here in the ball game. Georgetown leads it by 2, 39-37. McCall Hampton driving. McCall Hampton shot no good. Peyton Leathers gets the rebound, and Peyton Leathers is going to be fouled by McCall Hampton. This could be a huge play. McCall Hampton's 3rd personal foul, and Coach Farney is not happy with that decision at all. Eastview will get the ball back, trailing 2 with 2:22 to go here in the ball game. 1 more foul for Georgetown, and Eastview will be in the bonus. 4 team fouls for Eastview. Pass to Peyton Leathers at the 3-point line. She passes to Workman. at the same three-point line. Pass to Mary Brown. Mary Brown tries to drive. Pass to Leathers. Leathers pass to Williams. Williams takes a three-point jumper. No good, bouncing off the rim. Kylie Ellsworth tries to get the rebound. It is knocked out of bounds and ruled Georgetown ball. The Eastview crowd is not happy with that call at all. They thought Kylie Ellsworth was the last player to touch the ball, but it'll be Georgetown ball with 1:59 to go. Georgetown leading 39-37. And Gracie Harris crossing half court now, being closely guarded by Mary Brown. Harris, pass to Hampton. 1:43 to go in the ball game. Georgetown leads by 2. It comes down to this, the district crown. Kylie Sander getting a look now. Pass to Gracie Harris. Harris stops, being guarded by Mary Brown. Harris trying to drive. She makes it to the three-point line, spins around, pass to Ellsworth. Gets out of trouble, and a timeout is called. Coach Farney in the face of the referee. Eastview Faithful wants a technical called on Coach Farney for getting in the face of the referee. This is a timeout called by Eastview, but it'll be a short 30-second timeout.
He's got a walkie-talkie to her ear. Get her out of there. If she doesn't explain everything to her, let's go.
As both teams talking things over here. All comes down to this. Who will win the district crown? Can Georgetown avenge their lone loss of the calendar year 2020? Or will Eastview sweep their crosstown rival for the first time in school history and take the district crown? So many questions, so many answers that will be resolved in the final 84 seconds of this ball game. Yes, 1:24 to go here in the ball game. And it's a 2-point game, Georgetown leading 39-37. As we come out of this timeout, Eastview taking every second of opportunity to talk things over in this timeout. Now the referee having to come over to the bench and tell Eastview to break things up and get this timeout over with. Georgetown will be inbounding the ball here. Kylie Sander from near the three-point line. Sander inbounds to Gracie Harris. 1:22 to go here in the ball game. Georgetown leads it by 2. Harris pass to Sander, pass back to Harris. Harris being closely guarded by Mary Brown. Harris spins around, has nowhere to go. She passes to Sander. Sander being closely guarded around the three-point line by Mary Brown. And now Kylie Ellsworth getting a look now. Exactly 64 seconds to go here in the ball game. A minute to go now. Georgetown leads it by 2. Pass to Ellsworth, pass to Harris. Georgetown's going to be content with running this clock out. 52 seconds and counting to go here. Eastview is angry. Eastview does have fouls to give. And they will indeed start fouling. Clock stops with 49.06 seconds to go here. That foul is called on Haley Smith. Haley Smith's second foul of the night. 5th team foul for the Eastview Lady Patriots. So they got 2 more free fouls before Georgetown will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. 46 seconds to go here. Referee blows a whistle. This will be a foul on Haley Smith again, as this is Eastview's only way to stop the clock. We should see one more foul here before Georgetown goes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And indeed, that is what will happen. The ball is inbounded to Kylie Ellsworth. Mary Brown will give the foul this time, and Ellsworth will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Mary Brown's first personal foul of the night. This is the 7th team foul for the Lady Patriots. Georgetown is in the bonus now. Every foul will result in them shooting at least one free throw shot. Ellsworth's first free throw is sunk. 40-37 Georgetown now. 42.98 seconds to go in the ball game. Kylie Ellsworth will have one more free throw shot here. Peyton Leathers will come into the game for Elizabeth Daniel of Eastview. Can Kylie Ellsworth make this a 2-possession game? She does! She sinks the free throw shot. It's 41-37 Georgetown. Eastview ball with 41 seconds to go here. Mary Brown in transition. Mary Brown has to get the ball away. She passes to Workman. Workman driving. Workman takes a shot. It's good for 2. No good. It looked like it was good. It just hit the net. From my vantage point, it looked like it was sunk. But the ball is knocked out of bounds with 29.96 seconds to go here. Last touch by Georgetown. It'll be Eastview ball. Georgetown leads 41-37. Eastview inbounds the ball to Mary Brown. Mary Brown dumps it inside to Peyton Leathers. Peyton Leathers for 2, no good. McCall-Hampton gets the rebound. McCall-Hampton avoiding the foul. She passes to Gracie Harris. Gracie Harris is going to be fouled by Williams, and the clock will stop with 19.82 seconds to go in this ball game. This will be Gracie Harris shooting the 1-and-1 for Georgetown. Georgetown leads it by 4. Has an opportunity to extend this lead to 6, pending this 1-and-1. Shot is no good, so it'll remain 41-37 Georgetown. Eastview gets the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Haley Smith called for a foul. Haley Smith and Kylie Sander were fighting over the ball. Eastview wanted the jump ball call because the possession arrow favored Eastview. But instead, there's going to be a foul called. On Haley Smith as the referees talk things over at half court. Coach Farney is going to send Jackie Spencer into the game and gives Jackie Spencer the JV call-up, a brief pep talk before sending her into the huddle. Will the JV call-up factor into the end of this game? Only time will tell, as we have 16.61 seconds to go here in the ball game. Georgetown leads it 41-37, looking to win this district title tonight. Winner gets the district title and the first seed in the playoffs. Loser falls to 10-2 in district, wins second place, gets the second seed in the playoffs. Still a great reward for a great season, but a spectacular finish for 2 spectacular seasons for both of these ball teams, ball clubs, regardless of what happens here tonight. So several technical fouls have been called on Georgetown. As Coach Farney discusses things over with one of the referees. Technical foul on Georgetown. This will result in Haley Smith going to the line. Should be a 1-and-1. Smith's first free throw shot is good. New score, Georgetown 41, Eastview 38. Haley Smith will shoot one more, and you got to think she might try to intentionally miss to see if her team can get the rebound and get 2 points. Smith, second free throw shot, falls. It's a 2-point game. Georgetown 41, Eastview 39. Timeout called. Clock remains stopped with 16.61 seconds to go here in the ball game. It all boils down to this. The winner of this game wins the district crown. Gets bragging rights for the next year as well. Again, these two teams do not play in football and will not play in football for the next 2 years either due to the UIL district realignments that took place about a week ago. So they've got to look to the other sports for their trash talking. Sports such as basketball and baseball and soccer. That is what indeed will happen here. Again, 16.61 seconds remaining in this ball game. Winner of this game wins the district title. Georgetown leads it by 2. Again, a shout out to those of you joining us on SHNSports.com, and a shout out to those of you listening on the new HIP Radio Network. We thank you very much for choosing to spend your Tuesday night with us here on SHN Sports. This will be Gracie Harris inbounding the ball to Ellsworth. Ellsworth immediately fouled by Haley Smith. 9th team foul for Eastview. This will be Haley Smith's 4th personal foul. So Ellsworth will go to the line for the final 1-and-1 of the evening for the Lady Eagles. Clock is stopped with 15.66 seconds to go in this ball game. Eastview student section chanting air ball, hoping that that is exactly what Kylie Ellsworth does. And Kylie Ellsworth dancing along to the chants now. Kylie Ellsworth showing no fear. Correction, this is Haley Smith's 5th personal foul. She is fouled out of the ball game. She shakes Coach Farney's hand in a tremendous show of sportsmanship. She'll get a standing ovation from the Eastview faithful. Ellsworth's first free throw shot no good. She'll shoot one more as Eastview calls a timeout. They want to have all of their bases covered. This will be a minute timeout. And my apologies on that one, folks. That was the 5th team foul, or the 5th personal foul for Haley Smith of Eastview, and that was the 10th team foul for Eastview as well. This is why Kylie Ellsworth is not shooting 1-and-1, rather 2 free throws. Scoreboard was a little slow to update on me, so that is my mistake. I apologize for that. Georgetown leads at 41-39. Kylie Ellsworth has an opportunity to make it a 3-point game here, pending this 2nd free throw. As Georgetown is in the double bonus. Only 17 fouls for Georgetown, as they have held on to the ball for a majority of this 4th quarter, taking advantage of the rule of no shot clock. As now the Georgetown faithful chanting for the Eagles. Players line up in the lanes now. Ellsworth at the free throw line. Eastview student section wants an air ball. Be careful what you wish for, is all I can say about that, really. 15.25 seconds now. The clock has been adjusted. Ellsworth. 2nd free throw shot, no good. Workman gets the rebound. 14 seconds to go here for Eastview. It's a 2-point game. Mary Brown passes to Williams. Williams has nowhere to go. She passes back to Brown. Brown takes a desperation 3. She makes it! Mary Brown takes the lead. That's the ball game. Eastview wins. Eastview sweeps Georgetown. But hold on, Georgetown is arguing that there was still some time on the clock. Cops are preventing Eastview students from storming the court. I believe there's still a second or two remaining on this game clock, and that is what the dilemma is, because Mary Brown took that desperation heave with about 4 seconds left in the ball game. Eastview boys basketball team coming onto the court to keep the student section in check, along with the boys' head basketball coach. That is what we are waiting on. We are waiting on how much time was left on the clock. And indeed, Georgetown will have 2.1 seconds put back onto the game clock. They'll have to take a desperation heave. The Eastview crowd is not happy. They are booing this referee squad. As this would be a huge victory for Eastview. They've trailed most of this game. And now the three-point jumper, the desperation heave by Mary Brown, gives the Patriots a 1-point lead with 2.1 seconds to go here in the ball game. Eastview leads 42-41. The winner of this ball game wins the district title. And for Eastview, it could mean a season sweep of the Georgetown Lady Eagles as well. The first time in history that has ever happened. Again, that victory back on January 17th by Eastview, the very first victory over the Georgetown Lady Eagles in Eastview girls basketball history. Clock has been readjusted again, and readjusted a third time. It went from 2.1 seconds to 2 seconds even, back to 2.1 seconds. And we'll keep it with 2.1 seconds to go here. We should see Georgetown inbound the ball. Eastview fans continue to boo. They do not want Georgetown to get this last second opportunity. Everything is on the line. Literally everything on the line. Right here. And Eastview will call one last timeout. They want to make sure they have their defense in check, as this fourth quarter has lasted for what feels like an eternity. We'll take this opportunity to thank our season sponsor, Raphael Creek Whitetails. Again, you can visit them at raphaelcreek.com. Raphael Creek Whitetails, a proud supporter of Georgetown Lady Eagles athletics and Georgetown High School athletics. Again, I'm Travis Banks, joined alongside Nathan Height. We thank you for tuning in to not only this broadcast, but the entire season of Georgetown Lady Eagle basketball here on SHN Sports. And for the first time, I believe, tonight, Georgetown Eagles Sports on the HIP Radio Network. As we are set up here, I believe this will be the final timeout called in this ball game. Georgetown will have 2.1 seconds to inbound the ball and try to score a quick jumper to take the lead. They trail 42-41. Eastview looking to not make any mistakes. No fouls. And I spoke too soon. Eastview will take one more timeout. Eastview coaching staff not happy with what they were looking at. And it feels like it's taken about 20 minutes to get this final 2.1 seconds played. This will be a short 30-second timeout. And we'll take this opportunity to remind you that Georgetown games from now on will be streamed to the HIP Radio Network, your hometown station. You can download the app on your Android or Apple iPhone. Simply search for HIP Radio Network in your app store. That is HIPP Radio Network. Again, the HIP Radio Network, your Georgetown radio station. As the Eastview student section begins chanting, "I believe that we will win." Georgetown has to inbound this ball very deep. They have 2.1 seconds to work with. .1 seconds to go for Kylie Ellsworth. Ellsworth inbounds deep to McCall Hampton. McCall Hampton has to take a desperation jumper. No good. It's an air ball. Eastview wins 42-41. McCall Hampton tried. She was inside the free throw line. And just like that, Eastview wins the district title. They complete, for the first time ever, a season sweep of the Georgetown Lady Eagles, the first time in program history. Georgetown will fall to 25-9 overall, 10-2 in district. They will have to settle for second place. Their 2 losses in district play coming to their crosstown rival, the Eastview Lady Patriots. Eastview will increase their record to 26-5 overall, 11-1 in district play. They will take the district crown. They will complete a season sweep of the Georgetown Lady Eagles for the first time in school history. And they will take the #1 seed into the state championship playoffs beginning next week. As the Georgetown Lady Eagles quickly and hurriedly, disappointingly, make their way back to the locker room and off of the court, leaving no opportunity for a post-game interview. Not sure I would want to interview them after such a heartbreaking loss. And regular season not ending the way that it wanted to for the Georgetown Lady Eagles. Meanwhile, the Eastview Lady Patriots, again, they complete their first ever season sweep of the Georgetown Lady Eagle basketball program, winning this one on the road by a score of 42-41. Scoreboard is turned off, and the court is flooded with Eastview High School students and fans. Again, as the Georgetown team is off of the court, nothing much else for us to do up here in the Crow's Nest. So we'll go ahead and call it a broadcast. Again, thank you to our sponsors throughout the season, Raphael Creek Whitetails. You can visit them at raphaelcreek.com. Thank you to you, the viewer, for watching all of our broadcasts on shnsports.com. And for those of you tonight listening on the HIP Radio Network, again, you can find all of the Georgetown High School athletic broadcasts from now on the HIP Radio Network. And be sure to listen to baseball season coming up here. And again, playoff basketball will be on the HIP Radio Network as well. So with that said, from all of us here at SHN Sports, your final score from Georgetown High School Gymnasium: Eastview completes a season sweep of their crosstown rival, winning it by a score of 42-41. They take the district title. They complete that season sweep. Eastview Lady Patriots, your district champions. Georgetown will settle for second place in the district. Again, from all of us here at SHN Sports, I'm Travis Banks. He's Nathan Height. We thank you very much for joining us all season here. We'll be back for the playoffs. Check shnsports.com and on Twitter at SHN Sports for more information on who the Georgetown Lady Eagles will be playing in the first round of the playoffs, along with the time and location of that playoff ball game. So again, from all of us here at SHN Sports, we'll see you next time for playoff basketball. And so long from the Lone Star State. Again, your final here from Georgetown High School Gymnasium. Eastview wins it 42-41 over Georgetown. We'll see you in the playoffs, folks. Have a good night.